All rise.
Good. You may be seated. Hello, Mr. Bailey.
I'm good, Honorable Judge. Hope you're fine.
As always.
Yes.
Got to serve the nation.
Of course, as always.
Good. Bring it on.
So thank you very much, Honorable Judge. And today we have this court case number 216-180-415. And this is a case involving Pastor Philip Okoth Omolo. You may step forward, Pastor. And his wife, Pastor Grace Okoth Omolo. Come forward. The two are arguing over church leadership, Honorable Judge. And I think that's all.
That's about it.
Yes.
Okay, thank you, Honorable Bailey. So, Mr. Philip, kindly tell us about yourself and why you bring your wife to court concerning the church.
Thank you, Judge. My name is Bishop, Prophet, Pastor Philip Okoth Omolo, and this is my wife.
Oh, this is your wife, yes. And why do you bring each other to court today? Or couldn't you have solved these as the head of flock back home?
I have tried to see some reason with her, but unfortunately, she does not understand the complexity of the matter. So I decided to bring it here before you so that you can help us sort it out once and for all.
Okay. Madam Grace, tell us about yourself.
My name is Grace Okoth Omolo.
Okay. So you are Mr. Omolo's wife. Yes, and why do you challenge your husband in the leadership of the church? And why do you think you can make a better leader?
Juu ya vitu zenye anafanya kwa kanisa, ndio maana zinanifanya nataka aache kukua.
Kama nini amefanya kwa kanisa? Amekula sadaka, amekula kondoo, imekuwaje?
Kudanganya washirika wa kanisa.
Anadanganya wafuasi. Kivipi?
Kutoa sadaka na kuhubiri kwake si kwa ukweli.
Of course, Your Honor, all those are lies.
Yes, but kindly, can you give us a flashback how you started preaching, where you started from? Who started the church in the first place?
I did.
Mimi.
Please, okay. I repeat my question. Hii kanisa, the one you're fighting over, unana alianza, the one which is running now?
Mimi.
Other people, you're under oath, and it can be, one of you must be lying.
Yes.
If it's from your side, if you say that you're the one who started it, kindly tell these honorable courts how you started it.
I am the one who went around preaching and got the followers to come to the church. I'm the one who got the
when you say went around preaching, unamaanisha nini? Were you preaching in the streets?
It was very hard, Your Honor. By then, it was very, very hard. Preaching in matatus, preaching on the streets.
Ulikuwa preach kwa matatu in the streets. That's how you started the church?
Yes, that is where I started from.
And did it have a name by then?
By then, I did not have a name.
It didn't. You had a name, but the church didn't have a name.
No, the church didn't have a name by then.
That means it was not registered?
At the point, no.
It was not a registered, okay. It was not registered. So you are not a member of the, what do you call those organization? I don't want to mention names. Najuanga leaders wow. Yes, so inaitwa CCK ama inaitwa nini hizo vitu churches, I don't know, Pentecostal church.
Oh, yeah.
It's a Pentecostal church, sindio?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah, because I think it's only very few are not Pentecostal nowadays. This is a pop up. A good percentage are always Pentecostal.
Wewe ni kondoo wake.
Nani?
Unajua hiyo church yake.
Belief.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. So you started from the streets, in the matatus, and you ended up settling to have a church. And the name of the church is?
Good Living Church.
Good Living Church. Okay. Miss Grace, you claim you started the church. Tell us from your side, how did you start the church?
Nilianza kanisa, hakuwa ana kanisa, alikuwa anahubiri kwa matatu. Nikamtoa huko, nikamleta. Nikatafuta church, nikatafuta mpaka china ya kanisa.
Oh, you're the one who came up with a good living?
Yeah.
And the church is registered under whose leadership?
Under him.
Oh, under him. Okay, kwa hivyo hapo mlikuwa pamoja mko argue ama mnafikiria one is better than the other. And so when you say he was preaching in the matatu and you came up with the name na ukaanza kanisa, are you talking about buying the premises ama ukisema ukaanza kanisa, what do you mean?
Mimi ndio nimuonyesha aache kuhubiri kwa matatu, Jumatatu iko inapeana pesa mzuri.
Oh, okay.
Aingie kwa kanisa ndio mbegu inatolewa, mbegu mzuri. Tuanzishe church.
Oh. Belief, wewe na kanisa gani? Hiyo umefikiria bwana belief, I don't trust.
Yangu ni ile tu ya kwa nyumba tu.
Gani hiyo?
Kwa nyumba tu. You speak to God from where you are.
Amusambwa.
Ndio hiyo sasa.
Feel free to be a member in my church.
Now, order. Bwana Philip, so you people, you decided to organize to have a church because matatu and the streets were not producing a good harvest.
That and the fact that we wanted to expand more and provide better services.
I don't know whether you wanted to provide services or you wanted the
Basically.
services to provide you with a better bread.
Yes.
So now, what got you thinking the way out is preaching? What was your vocation? What was your call?
My calling has always been to preach and to mentor and to teach others good way of life.
And also, it's a good business untaxed.
Of course.
Because I hear you people talking about haikuwa inaleta pesa kutosha. Kwa hivyo, that means you are more about the financial benefits.
Of course, you want to be aching a living, put something in your stomach as you preach. Man does not live on bread alone.
Yeah, and that bread is the one you are chasing now.
Yes, sir.
And the good book tells us man cannot live on bread alone. So you should cut the chasing of the bread and chase the flock as a spiritual guidance. So you started the church. You bought the premises or you came up with the name? Mulikomboa ama mulinunua? Mulikomboa premises. And the church picked up from there. And how has been the leadership? Nani amekuwa kiongoza hii kanisa?
Pastor Philip Okot.
Oh, okay. Kwa hivyo yeye amekuwa kiongoza. Okay. Nimesikia he's a prophet,
Bishop,
apostle.
where?
In the next 2 years, we meet him, he'll be a doctor. Okay.
Bakisha tu akuwe engineer.
And madam, what makes you now challenge his position?
Juu ya vitu yenye anafanya mbaya.
Kama
maana
nini?
inanifanya nianzishe chachi yangu kando.
Ukisema church yako kando, have you already started it?
No.
Have you started because of course for him to bring you here, there must be a reason. Have you started threatening to divide the church? Are you dividing the church? Have you divided the
Your Honor,
church?
she's actually been doing that. She's been going around with the flock, saying stories that are not making sense, with the accusations that you can hear her saying right now. They have no basis of anything. But unfortunately, I think I also have to excuse her because she may not understand some of the intricacies that are behind running a church.
Okay. So that is to do with the administration.
The administrative bit, she might be green on it. And hii mambo ya kusikiza watu kila mahali. Like now she's busy saying, accusing me of things that I don't even understand where they're coming from.
Okay. Because what is she accusing you of? Nini nafanya utete kuhusu uongozi wa mzee?
Uongozi wake ni mbaya juu kuna maombi anafanya. Watu wanakuja kuombewa. Sasa yeye anaingiza ofisini. Si kuombewa kwa chaji hivi kwenye kunaonekana. Anaingia kando wetu anawaombea.
Na hiyo si kawaida?
Si kawaida.
Your Honor, is this harmless prayers?
No. If there is statutes or standards of the church mmeset ati mtu asikuje kuombea kwa ofisi, Kwani nani aliombea kwa ofisi ama what's wrong na kuombea kwa ofisi?
Kienda kuombea kwa ofisi si eti ni maombi wanaenda twa.
Yeah? What was that?
Boom,
Did
boom.
No, I didn't get it right. I thought I mistook the whole thing. Ati watu wakienda kwa ofisi.
Twa.
Seriously? You remember when you started you say ama nakula kondoo? Ndio hiyo sasa.
Oh, okay. Oh, Bwana Philip ni mla kondoo?
No. I don't do that. She's accusing me of baseless things that make no sense. I think I can accredit it to maybe lack of education because kuna mali alifika alikoma kidogo so naomba umsamee because I don't get it where she's
I don't think standard education it really matters, yeah. Because if you're doing that then you're doing it. If you're not, you're not.
No, I'm not.
Ukisema nini lack of education naonanga wengine mtu ni bibi ya mtu na anaenda kutembelea a male friend and they're hanging out.
I don't do
and if the husband complain they say you're so primitive, you're so insecure.
You're insecure, yeah. Wanakuanga hivi.
Umesikia bwana Belief eh?
Yes. Lakini wale George tena huyu jamaa anakaa kama anaweza kula hata kondoo na mtoto wake. Wewe amsii.
Kwa nini umemfikiria hivyo? Kwa nini umemfikiria hivyo bwana Belief? Unajua ni serikali ukisema lazima nisikize.
Uchunguzi unajua.
Najua you are trained, yeah. Okay. Bwana Philip, you're under oath. I would kindly ask you to tell from your own personal sincerity, are you chewing on the fellowship?
No, I do not engage in funny business with my flock. It is just basically prayer because some of them come to me for guidance. We try and mentor the young couples who are just getting married. And
do you have a specific case ama ni hearsay?
Yeah.
Uko na specific case? Or like give me an instance.
Kuna mwanadada alikuja kuombewa kwa kanisa. Yeye akamwambia achukue vitu yote amuletee amupatie yeye. Sasa kumupatia hiyo vitu yote yeye alichukua mali yake yote.
Mali yake?
Paka pesa akamtolea kwa akaunti yote akampea yeye. Sasa huyu mwanadada sasa anahangaika. Hana hata kitu ya kulalia, hana hata mavazi, hana kitu yoyote. Sasa yeye anasema hiyo ndio maombi. Hakuna hapo maombi. Yaona? Hapa kunaanga maombi. Unachukua vitu yote tena anasema Yesu alisema, wewe mtu akitubu anarudisha kila kitu.
Is it true, Philip, that you're calling the flock by false pretense?
No. I simply
anakura, anaita kila kitu.
Whatever you feel like part with, but don't give me everything.
Anakura kila kitu.
Lakini madam, si ndio unasema the streets didn't have good bread, ndio mkaanza kukula. Sasa mkikula mnakula tu kabisa.
But si eti kukula na hivyo. Ni kukula vizuri ile sadaka yenye inaletwa. Yeye anataka yote kwa mtu, anachukua yote.
Sasa wewe unataka mkule zaka na sadaka?
Hapana. Ile saka yenye inaletwa ndogo ndio hiyo mtumie, lakini si tu unaambia mtu aenda achukue vitu yote kwake anamuletea. Hiyo ndio kutubu. Hiyo ni kutubu ya aina gani? Acha ukoka huyu hata ukimwona hivi.
She's lying. She's a lie.
Hata usihusishe jina yangu na yake.
First of all, because I find you people, it's like you picked preaching as a way out or a job opportunity for you. Anybody between the two of you who's done theology or who understands
I've done theology.
You've done theology,
yes.
But from the professional, from the business side of it.
Is that the business side of it?
I think it has a business side. When you know how which verses to
in
quote.
Any institution, it has to run. Even NGOs, non-profit organizations, have to run.
Yes, so the church has to run on the sweat and blood of the sheep, of the fellowship.
Let it be noted that nobody is forced to do anything. You tithe at your own will. We do not do what she's saying.
So it's not because God said, or it is not, hiyo si pesa ya Mungu, hiyo ni pesa ya pastor. There's one lisikia akisema ati hakuna pesa inatokanga kwa Mungu. Pesa inatoka kwa mfuko wako ikimwendee.
But it is the truth. God does not need money. We need money down here.
Okay. So, madam, could it be that it's a financial side? Are you having a financial problem at home?
Jason, hiyo ni nini? What is that?
Yani labda mko na shida ya kimatumizi
kifedha nyumbani that maybe somebody, no matter the figure, I don't know, but somebody wants to be in control of the house finance.
Unapata? Anauliza, mheshimiwa anauliza huko nyumbani mna shida ya kifedha labda kama
Is there an argument, a disagreement between the two of you kuhusu pesa?
Iko.
Kwa hivyo muli invest kutengeneza kanisa na ikaenda up imeleta shida kati yenu. Bwana Philip.
Yes, sir. Yes,
so the problem today is it the financial or
the problem that we are faced with today is the fact that she
give me a better history of this church, how it started, from where? You people are married in church in the first place?
Yes, we were married from Good Living Hope Church, which was the mother church.
Oh, there's a mother church.
Yes, we got...
so you didn't start the church. Somehow there was an existing church.
Yes.
You just like branched off, streamed off.
Of Pastor Wetangula, is the one who gave us a branch, and that's what we've been riding on ever since.
You had been fellowshipping with him?
Yes, we'd been going to that church. Then we decided to start our own and rode under his banner.
You did theology and he thought you could... so is it a sister church or are you seconded by this church or now you're independent?
No, for now we're independent. We are now
Oh, so he's let you go independent?
Yes.
Okay, so he just taught you the business and then he let you go?
Yes.
Bwana Belief, yes. Are you thinking what I'm thinking? Hii kanisa sasa imekuwa nikaa wash ni ile tu hao wanatumia jina la Mungu.
Jina la Mungu lakini business.
Sisi nafanya business legit.
Usinasikia anasema business legit.
Yeye ndio anafanya biashara na kanisa.
Na wewe unafanya nini?
Mimi sasa ndio maana nimeona vitu zenye anafanya ni mbaya, niachane na yeye, nianze yangu, kivyangu.
Na umefanya theology wewe?
She has no idea.
Yeye hujapata, yenyewe hujafanya.
She has no idea of how to...
Please, it looks like you people are coordinating. It looks like she's understanding you better and you understanding her more. She's trying like to ask you, what was that?
Oh, yeah, exactly.
And you should have told her what it means. Ndio ajibu kitu anaelewa.
Kama bwanake amesoma na yeye ajui.
Bwana Bidi huko hapa kuniuliza maswali. Nimekuambia muulize tu direct. Muulize tu direct hiyo theology mwambie ni nini hiyo.
Give me a break, like.
Kwa nini unaongea vibaya?
No, I'm talking
order Bailiff, muulize vizuri ndio ajijibu kwa kujielewa. What is this theology?
Like you don't understand the word theology, right?
She doesn't know what is that. Simona ku sign.
Your Honor, I will repeat again.
Kizungu mingi.
Her English is not that good. So please bear with her.
And she wants to head a church.
Thank you.
Lakini si lazima tuwapitie wahubiriwe na Kizungu.
But administrative work, registration, all that, the processes, does she understand them? My fear is she'll collapse as soon as she walks out of that door.
So your strong stand, why you should be the head of that church, is because you are more educated or something? It's
not a question of, there's educated and then there's experience.
Oh, so you also have experience?
Yes.
And you don't think, what about if she has a vocation that she feels hers is a calling?
A vocation is not enough to run a church.
Or Madam Grace, do you think it's a calling?
It's a calling, but yeye si kuitwa, ni amejiita.
Wewe ulisikia ukiitwa na nani wewe?
Na Mungu. Najitolea kufanyia Mungu kazi.
Alikuitaje?
Kufanya kazi mzuri na kila kitu kufanya vizuri venye nastahili. Kupitia kwa venye naona na maono yangu. Juu yeye sasa anataka sadaka na
sadaka. Si kwa ndoto, si kwa text, uliona kwa maono yako.
Na venye anaendesha hiyo church ni vibaya. Mimi ndio nataka nikuwe head of that church.
And you feel you're the rightful and most suitable person to do that?
Nitapanga vitu, nitacontrol hapo.
Na maana ukuona you could help your husband as a family, a husband and wife, because I basically believe once you marry, one is the assistant of the other. The man assists the woman assists the man.
I've been trying to
why didn't you want to work as a team? Kwa nini hamtaki kufanya kazi as a team? If you think you're good, if he's good with the administration, he does the administration part. Okay, you are a better preacher, ufanye hiyo.
Tukifanya pamoja, mimi ndio nikuwe mkubwa. Ndio nitapanga vitu siende yange vizuri hivi. Lakini yeye akona njia nyingine mbaya.
See, Your Honor,
ni ukubwa na kusumbua.
Hapana. Ni venye anaongoza hiyo kanisa.
Kando na hiyo.
Hata masomo si shida. Yeye ndio shida kubwa hapa. Hata ukimwona hivi.
Your Honor, she's not capable. The reason I came
order. I see or I notice she's not good with the language and you really bombarding her with the language. So don't take advantage of that. go easy on her. She understands, but you are throwing a lot of Queen's lines here.
No. School fees, bana. School fees. Anyway.
School fees, si kila mtu alilipiwa yake.
Kutumia sasa. Anyway, Your Honor, the issue here is, the reason I brought the matter to court, nilileta hapa ndio tuweze kupata solution. I wouldn't want a broken marriage. I wouldn't want a broken marriage.
That's what even I was heading. I was about to tell you guys, I'm going to close this case and you open a divorce case so you may separate and everybody goes his way.
That is not my wish.
That is good.
That is not my wish.
Eh?
The reason I brought here, the reason I brought this here is because we are married.
Madam
We're
Grace,
married.
Madam Grace, are you not an example to your flock? Sasa ukianza ku-divorce at these are...
Hapana, njia yake ni mbaya sana. Hata ukimwona hivi anyana, kwa hiyo ni mwanaume masiwa mara tu.
Now she's abusing me.
Grace, mtu wa Mungu anatukanana.
Wewe ni nini?
Order, Grace, order, Grace. Hey, order. When I say order, please be attentive. Sasa si wewe ni kiongozi wa kanisa tena kuna matrisi hata kwa maisha yako. Mbona umemuita mzee wako maziwa mala? I thought the Bible says your man is your king. The Quran says that God said if a woman was to worship a man on earth, then it should be the husband. I think she's depending on you to source.
To translate for
her. To update her pimper.
Okay, so you may come up again so that I...
Or you not with us, Bwana Bailey. So it's really unafaa kuwa attentive at all times.
Nachunguza huyu jamaa sana.
Bwana Bailey sasa unamchunguza na amejileta mwenyewe. Unataka kutuambia what have you found out? Bailey.
Unajua jamaa anafanya business katika hii kanisa. Lakini kando na business anatumia profit kukula kondoo, unaona? And then profit huyu apati hata kidogo. So that is the problem.
Could that be true?
That is far from the truth.
That you are using the profit or the resources you're getting from the church to,
if that is the reason,
to end up...
If that would be the reason, one, rent wouldn't be paid. Two, we wouldn't be living the way we are living.
By the way, you're talking about church, which came from the streets to become a church, although you said you are the senior bishop or cardinal, whatever, whoever that, the head of administration of the Good Hope, gave you a second reduce some kind of a branch or opening another church. What kind of congregation are we looking at? How many members do you have?
I have 500 members as I speak.
500 members of your church?
Yes, sir.
Anadanganya.
How would you know?
Kuna washirika wangapi wewe kama unajua?
500.
500?
Ndio 500.
Oh, ni sawa.
Okay. Na yako iko na wangapi kwa sasa?
Yangu itapita waka. Yangu iko na watu kama 1000.
Tayari imefika 1000?
I'm convincing them wakuche waingie.
Confusing and convincing them. So you're confusing them as well.
Confusing and convincing them wakuche tuanzishe hiyo kanisa mpya.
Are you looking for numbers or are you looking purity or for the purity?
We're looking for people. We come together, we praise and worship and do everything to praise Jesus.
No you raise money and raise Jesus. Jesus is already risen. So you tell us how you're going to raise your money.
Atanipatia.
From where?
Oh, hiyo imekutoka. So if you have 1000 na mzee anasema ni church yako unagawanisha, hiyo 1000 inatoka wapi?
She's already talking to my members, trying to get them to sway them away from my
Is she already started?
Hawakupendi, hawakutaki.
Already there's an issue with some of them tithing.
Wamechukua kora yako sasa hawamtaki.
Biashara imeharibika.
Imeharibika sana.
Because
kitumbo kimeingia mchanga. So excuse me. Do you have a church of your own or is within the same congregation that you're talking to members?
Tachenga yangu hapo kwa mrango ya hiyo yake.
Na kuuliza kwa sasa Madam Grace, Pastor Grace. Uko na church yako ama niyo yake unapenya?
Niyo yake na penya niingie ndani nitoe watu. Chua sasa mjua ukora yake.
So if I just hit the gravel here and said my decision is everybody go his own way and start his own church, would you be happy?
Yes.
Would you be happy?
No, I would not be happy because that would be at the same time breaking my marriage, which is not what I'm not looking for. I'm looking for us to be able to work as a couple to do this work together, God's work together.
Madam Grace, are you with your husband because of the church, or you with your husband because you love him?
Kwa nao simupendi venye anafanya vitu mbaya mbaya.
But mlipoana mlikuwa na kanisa ama what came first, the marriage or the church?
The marriage.
The marriage came first. And now the church is even going to eat the marriage which was ever there. Bwana Omolo.
Yes, sir. Yes, Your Honor.
Amani mtumishi Omolo. What's your take on that?
My take is very simple. There's a reason I brought this to court, because I have tried to see reason with her. She does not. She wants leadership of the church, or she breaks off and forms her own church. Now, that is not what I would want. One, it would be leading people astray. What message are you sending to your congregants?
And you live by example, don't you?
Yes.
You live by example.
Already, we have a lot of counseling that happens from people who are about to get married, to young couples who are married just recently.
Oh, you also do counseling to
so
couples who are... How long is this just been running in the first place?
Hapana, anawaambia maneno mbaya.
Yes.
Huh?
Sio kuwa cancel, anawaambia maneno mbaya venye wanastahili kufanya vitu mbaya.
Kama nini? Waibe. Grace.
Kama hata wajaoana anawaambia wafanye hivi na hivi. Anawaambia maneno mbaya. Sisi anawacancel eti waone vizuri marriage. It's not even.
No, Molo, is it true that you're encouraging?
Far from the truth. Far from the truth.
I hope we end the road test.
No. Mine is very simple. Counseling, mentorship, and guidance for young couples, premarital and post. Here is a case where a church is about to split.
So you've counseled, you've guided others, but when it comes to yours...
I have sat her down. I have tried to see reason with her.
Please, Honorable Judge.
Bailiff, hiyo ni kama ile tuliona umeandika mahali sijui watu walisema uko na shida ya mapenzi muende kwa mganga na mtongo inaye amewachwa. Wameshindwa kumtibia. Okay. Anyway, kwa hivyo wewe you're guiding your people, but you're unable to guide yourself.
I have tried.
You've tried. But the rebel
By
is
the time I'm coming here, this is still part of me trying.
Okay.
I would have easily let it slide and break off the church immediately.
So your fear is to lose your marriage or to lose the church? But which comes of bigger value?
The marriage builds the church.
So you're more... You don't want to lose your... Okay, sorry. Let me look for a better way to put it. I'll phrase it this way. You would prefer to lose a position or to step down in the church than lose your marriage.
It would be bad for everything, and it would be bad for me.
No, sir. You got to understand me. We are in a world of comparison. None of them is right.
Yes, I agree.
But which one would you sacrifice for the other?
But my problem is, even if I was to step down as the head, will she manage? Haizi.
Naweza. Hata wewe umezeeka utaki uongozi wajie watu wadogo waendelee. Wewe uone umezeeka unajikokota na sukuma kama mkokoteni.
Madam,
mimi ni mdogo bado naweza endelea.
You see, Your Honor.
Sita ni nini?
Why can't you just ask her the simplest question? How do you register a church?
Register.
She doesn't even know what it takes to register a church.
But that's what I was talking about. Why you take advantage of her, in a very polite way, ignorance, lack of knowledge to...
It's not taking advantage of her ignorance. It's just that the church has to run.
She's the one who encouraged you to be a bigger and a better pastor, even though you had a piece of the branch.
Yes, behind every successful man there is a woman. I agree. But
is this success now? I don't think this one is going.
What I'm seeing here is greed.
Who's greed?
You greed.
I'm seeing her being greedy for power, greedy for everything, and taking advice from the wrong people. Because I don't get it. Why would you shoot yourself on your own foot? That's what you're doing.
Wait, Mr. Philip Omolo, Pastor Philip Omolo, prophet,
and bishop.
Bishop
okay.
prophet.
Call him Ebru. Don't call him pastor.
I don't even understand what she's saying.
Madam Grace, let me ask what I wanted to ask. Even making me lose my train of thought. I got to be a bit lost there. What was I thinking? I wanted to understand. Who serves as a guidance? Who preaches? Who delivers the sermon on a preaching day?
Me.
How many times do you have a service at your church?
On Sunday.
Naonanga kuna zingine ziko na afternoon service, morning.
No. On Sunday we do 3 services. On weekdays, thrice in a week.
Thrice on a week. That calls on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, or that's my gaze?
About.
Yeah, that is one service a week, or per day on those weekdays.
In the evening service.
Oh, evening service. Okay. Does Mama ever deliver? Unatonga misa wewe? Unaenda unahubiri misa za Catholic?
We've started
she doesn't even come to church anymore.
We started several ministries along the church. One of them is the women ministry, which is headed by her.
The women ministry she's heading it?
Yes.
Don't you think maybe she had something from the ladies that you are not a very good person?
That is what I'm wondering. What is she being told?
Madam, kuna kitu umesikia kuhusu mzee kutokana na kwa nini? Kama nini? Na ikuwe kitu ina uhaki, si kusikia from haters.
Ama mwingine alikujanga huko, amezaa matiti maziwa itoki. Kakuja ndiye anakuja kumuombea.
Mama amezaa matiti.
Amezaa mtoto matiti itoki maziwa.
Oh, okay.
Ndiye anakuja kumuombea.
Kumuombea to mamaries. To mamaries.
Kumuombea, si kumuombea, alimuombea. Alifanyanga vitu zingine hapo. Acha yeye aseme, hata mengine si ya kusema hapa kwa koti.
Kwani alifanya nini?
We simply prayed.
Vitu mbaya.
And milk came out.
Hapana, wacha kudanganya wewe. Hii shida yako.
Okay. Wait, Prophet Philip. Bulioma maziwa ikatoka. For real.
Coincidence though.
I think you mislead your people. Me, I always tell people, if you have any mental, medical problem, just take it to the people. Mungu anawakingi through doctors, and I don't know whether he works through prayers. Prayers, I think, is a supplement, isn't it? You should eat the main meal, which is
she had been to
the medical attention.
She had been to medical.
And the medical failed, but you did.
It could be it failed, it could be God did his miracle, or it could be it was delayed. We will never know.
But ulipomwombea alipona.
Yes.
The milk came.
It wasn't a disease, it was just milk not coming out.
You didn't massage her, you didn't
Nothing.
clean
I
up
didn't touch
the
her.
nipple, nothing.
I wouldn't even know where to start.
Uliomba tu.
Yes.
And the milk came.
Yes.
Belief una shida gani uombewe?
Ni yangu inatoka.
Acha mtumishi akuwekelee mkono.
Hapana. Mtu anaomba acha tu.
Walituambia walianza ni biashara na ni legit. Sasa tena imefika mpaka mahali miracles zina happen.
Nilikuwa nakwambia nasoma huyu mtu pole tu.
Bwana Philip.
Yes, Your Honor.
You're confusing my flock. This is my flock today. And you're confusing them when you say that you started the church as a business and now you're even healing.
It's not healing. Like I clear-cut said, it could be a coincidence. It could be.
So it could be a coincidence. So it's a gamble, and you are lucky that day you hit jackpot.
She was from hospital.
Na mama nakustaki you didn't. Something went wrong.
Now, whatever she's being fed in
By
her
who?
cocoons.
By who?
Fellow people.
But she's the head of church. She's part of the head of church. So I was thinking.
Doesn't make her not vulnerable to a lot of things.
No, that means she's more to say than to be told.
You see, the reason I made her the head of that ministry is because she needs to be a part of the church.
So, and who's managing the finances?
I do.
Or you're the one who's managing the finances?
I do most of the administrative.
Or most of the administrative side.
Accounting.
And what does she do if you're doing the administrative?
Most of the outreach with the young women and mothers and what have you. Yes.
So she's doing more of the preaching and you're doing more of the administration?
Actually, I do kind of both.
You do kind of both?
Yes.
And now you're no longer taking the cockpit as a pastor and the wife? Kila mtu anaanza yake.
That is the unfortunate thing that I'm trying to prevent.
And what is the take of the church when it comes to that? Because, of course, you have friends. Wakuulizi mama yuko wapi?
No, they're disgruntled, of course. The word, of course, is seeping down through the grapevine, and they're disgruntled. They're happy, unhappy lot, like I said.
Tithe na sadaka imerudi chini. Oh, pole.
Because why would you stay in a disjointed church?
Pole. Oh, biashara imerudi chini.
Biashara imenoga. Nito kunoga.
Na hata baada ya kuombea wenye mamaries with problems, so watu wakuona the miracle wakufuate, walete. Naonanga wengine pastor kunasemekana tikura pastor anaombea watu wanatupa hizi sketches za kutembea.
I've heard of that.
You've heard of that?
Yeah.
But have you seen it?
No, I've never seen it live. Yeah.
Okay. But do you think it exists? Pastor Yuko?
I can't speak for what I've not.
No. It's your fellow preacher man. So we're just asking.
Yes.
What other judges think or say? Even their cases will do references of what was judged some time back.
But the problem is, some of us are very scrupulous.
But what I've heard, most of them are being scripted. You see?
Oh, there's a script.
Yeah, unaenda pale unaambiwa wewe jifanye hivi nikufanya nga. Kwa chini. Anajisahau ameacha ile pakadi.
Serikali mbona nataka kutisha jaji?
No, na kuexplainia. Yes.
Okay. Mama Grace, tell us at what point did you start thinking you could be better off branching off the mainstream church? Nipe masababu.
Yeah.
Tell her, it looks like you're...
Yani uliamua lini unataka kuanza
What pushed you and at what point did you start thinking this?
Wakati alianza hizo tabia mbaya, ni kama kutaka pesa yote anavifanyia kazi, anioni.
Kwa hivyo sana hapa nasikia tu shida ni pesa.
Kila kitu anasema yeye ndiye anachua chiuzi na kisomo, sijui vitu yoyote. Sasa akaamua yeye ndiye anashi.
Why do you marry a lady if you love her and always brush her weaknesses in her face, like her
I don't brush it in her face. It's called, what do you call it? Inferiority complex. She already does not believe in herself.
No. If she had any inferior element of whatsoever kind, I don't think she would even try to march against you.
Ni kujiamini ajiamini.
Hapana, hata yeye ni mbaya sana. Nilimuokota kutoka kwa matatu huyu. Nikamweka. Sasa amepata pesa, amebadilika.
Surely.
Si nikupeleka kwa kibota kukupatia kazi, sasa ni nini? Ukashindwa kufanya kazi kwa matatu.
No, she's talking to you. You said that she has a inferiority complex. Now she's telling you who built the other.
Tulishindwa kazi, ulikuwa unakaa, ulikuwa umechakaa. Mchafu nimekutengeneza, sasa umebadilika juu ya shilingi moja.
Sasa tumeweza kutukana tena.
Na pengine nakukumbusha.
Hiyo pesa ikusaidii. See you arrive.
I still don't
know. I'm still on this part of you doing unfair things to your flock, confusing them in their desperation. You call them to your office, and rumors has it that you are misbehaving in those offices.
Keyword, rumors. There's no fact.
Oh, no. For me, I call it rumors, allegations. It's your wife who talks about it, and
which they have no basis. She has nothing. As in, there's nothing that is going on.
Lakini honorable judge, maybe ina depend na venye information inamfikia. Unajua kuna watu wanaongezanga chumvi.
Thank you.
There's a day nilitoka nyumbani naambiwa nyumba yako inachomeka, kufika kumbe mtu anavuta sigara. So ina depend na venye information
inafikia. Bwana Bailey.
Hapana.
Ni ukweli. Ushaipata yeye akifanya
kitu. Wait, Bwana Bailey sasa.
Hata wasichana wa pressure ndio boss.
Order. Lazima serikali atuambie kitu amesema hapa. Serikali?
Yes, honorable judge.
Mtu alikuwa avutia sigara kwako na huko?
Sigara. Mimi nimetoka nimerudi mbio ati inachomeka. Kufika ni sigara. Ndio alikuwa anaifuta.
Wewe unaishi na watu gani wewe? Serikali kwa unaishi wapi wewe?
Kwambia nakaa kwa imani.
Haya. Yes, Madam Grace, what did you wish to tell us?
Wakati hakuwa na pesa nilikuwa nauza mtumba hapa Kangwale kwa soko. Nilikuwa naleta pesa anachukua yote. Anaenda na huko kwa kanisa. Hapa tuwa present worship. Si eti wana present worship. Wana present worship wakianguka wakiingia kwa room. Wakifanya wenye wanataka wanarudi. Wana praise.
Order.
Ilipata na mmoja.
Order. Did I get that right?
Hata mimi
Praise and worship wanaanguka wakienda kwa ofisi wakirudi.
Wana praise wakianguka wakikokotana wakienda.
Anaokota yenye anataka.
Wanaingia huko ndani. Alafu anasema yeye ni mtumishi wa Mungu. Saa ngapi? Nani alisema?
Uliambiwa ni ngumu. Unajua
na wakitoka kwa ofisi bado
we don't have a lie detective or my
hiyo maombi yenye wanaendanga weekday si maombi wanaendanga wako na duty huyu anaenda leo na mwingine leo vitu yenye wanafanyanga huko ni vitu mbaya mbaya
na wewe una hakika kama you just
pata
nilichunguza siku nyingine nikampata alikataa alisema hapana hapa ni watu wananiwekelea wanakana mtu kwa ofisi masaa 3 watu wawili
yours is suspicion it's something you built in your mind
hapana lisebwaro lipo kama sivyo siraja ni nini
Kiswahili iko ni kizungu ndio shida okay
yeye ameongea kizungu
anakuambia lisemwalo lipo na kama alipo raja.
Na hiyo ni kizungu au Kiswahili wale?
Ndio nakwambia Kiswahili ipo.
Yeah.
Kiswahili iko sawa.
So it's all hearsay. It's all hearsay.
No, she looks like she got something against you. Wow. So how many years have you people been married? Take your time. Calculate. Mpe simu hesabu.
About 5 years.
5 years. Yes. And how long has the ministry been running?
3.
It can be 3 because you started. Okay, got it. So you got. When I say ministry, I'm not talking about the church itself. I'm talking since what time you got yourself into like preaching.
It's been a while.
Was it before you got married or after you got married?
Before.
I thought you said that alianza kuuza mituma na ukaenda kuhubiri kwa matatu.
Yes, but by then I was still doing my mentorship from Good Living Hope, the mother church.
And at what point did you identify preaching and ministry as a way of making a living?
Around the same, not necessarily making a living at the time.
Well. You're the one who said everything I'm saying is not what I thought, or
no. Eventually, when we took it now seriously, that's when now we started thinking it could actually bring something on the table.
I thought you started it all seriously, and you attempted the matatu and the freelance all over the streets.
That was just trying to stay alive and survive.
Oh.
But eventually, when I got the ropes together and knew how to start doing things correctly, that's when we branched off. Okay.
So, apart from the little failure of education, do you think your wife could be having some good leadership qualities?
Yes, she does.
Also, you think if she took the auditorium at the cockpit, she can deliver?
That is why I gave her the women's ministry, because I know she's capable of doing it.
Women's ministry gani?
Unfortunately.
Huh? No, I'm just wondering. See, ministry ni moja ama Bible ni mbili. See, you preach the Bible.
Yeah.
The Bible ministry wanawake ni gani hiyo? See, ministry ni ministry too. So she's like a head of. So even as she calls herself a pastor, she didn't go to school to do theology.
Not exactly, but that is what we've been trying to get into the process.
So, and she doesn't have a vocation. It's only she feels you're not doing the right thing.
Yes.
But no, it's not you to say yes. I think she's the one who knows what she feels about. She said Mungu alimkujia akamwambia. So that's what they call vocation. Okay, so 5 years married, 3 years of ministry. And now one or the other is on the line. Okay. You don't have kids together?
We do.
Wangapi? Moja. Okay. Now, those are just by the way. It's not that that it's a must, I know that, but it's by the way. Just to see how strong the family is. Just how tight it is. Okay. So it got a moment you feel you can't work together anymore.
I still feel we can't work together.
Madam Grace, wewe pia umefika mahali unaona mwezani na mzee, hamwezi fanya kazi pamoja?
niachie nikuwe kiongozi, yeye abaki chini yangu. Watu tutafanya kazi
Hamwezi
pamoja.
gawana mamlaka na kulingana na uwezo wa mtu.
Hapana.
Utamanage kweli na hujasomea upasta? Umesomea?
Unasikia hata kuuliza basic things about registration.
Yeah.
Namo wana barua kutoka kwa registrar kuwa una congregate watu.
Where
So
would
you're
she
not
source for money?
political.
Where would she source for money to start from?
Where will she get the money?
Where would she source some money? How would she register?
But are you not the one and the same? Why again you
Yeah,
bring...
but now if she wants to branch off...
Oh, you people are professional mourners. Hii mambo mmekuja mmevaa black hapa. Kwani mmejifundisha kuombea tu kwa matanga?
No. No.
Okay. So now you're asking a question on her financial ability.
Actually, my fear still remains the same. It's not even about her financials. It's about, can she manage running it?
She's your wife. By now you should know her weaknesses and her strength. After
Not
5
yet.
years living with somebody.
Not yet.
What do you mean not yet?
She still has a lot to learn.
Pastor, you're failing somewhere. If you say she's not yet, you're taking too long to bring your wife to the levels.
No, my problem is the side shows that are happening. Like now, what is all this? The side shows distracts her from concentrating on the right things.
No, Pastor, I'm having a problem with you too. I feel there's something you're holding back and you're not letting us have it. Iko shida mahali. You need to tell us something. There's no way your wife wakes up. Although I see there's a lot of financial issues here.
Yes.
You people are both too greedy, I think.
Not on my part.
No, from what I observe, everybody's asking the power to control the finances.
Actually, to run the affairs.
To run the
It's
affairs.
not, including
So
the
that's your
finances.
interest, to run the affairs?
Including, the finances are part of the affairs of the church.
No, well, affairs are part of the affair.
Yes.
They might take up to 5% of the affairs.
Yes.
Then there's the other 95.
Yes.
Are you willing to do the 95, you let her do the 5?
Which one? The finances?
Yes.
That's risky.
Pardon?
That's risky.
No, I'm thinking she should. Can't you people, you wouldn't have sat down and thought out who is good on what? Because, of course, somebody is good in something.
Yes, but she got distracted with all these rumors and accusations she's been throwing my way.
Pardon?
All these accusations you've been hearing in front of you here, this has been the problem. Even sitting down to have a normal conversation is a problem.
I'm looking at your affidavits. Everybody. Well, anyway. Miss Grace, I see you're not happy the way your husband is leading the church. And you want the leadership and start your own outfit or some kind of your own guidance. According to your wife, she feels you're incompetent and you should step down because you're misleading the flock. Now you're taking advantage of the flock. Inasemekana unakula sadaka na unakula kondoo. And your wife feels that you should languish from holding the top seat and you let her take the command of the church, whereby she has the approval and the backing of the women's and the youth. And I see, according to what you've written, or what you saw here, the majority is the women. If it's not her failure with the language and maybe lack of the theology knowledge, I think it's time you step down and you get to see the bigger picture, that maybe there's leadership in your wife.
Yeah.
Away from that, maybe you work together. You can work one day, she work another day, and you'll hear from the people who's got a better sermon or who is touching the flock right. Na nafanya watu wataweka cheka tithe vizuri. So, this is my judgment. I think I've listened to both sides and I think I'm happy that you decided to come here. It would have been better if you could have settled it on your own. Maybe muongeka kijamii muelewane. Mlianza hiyo kanisa pamoja. You've been married 5 years. You're an example to the community and the society. Although it's very ugly when we see people who we believe in and depend on for spiritual guidance, and we just come to realize they are more of our con men. They con us. It's very bad but it's also good that you're sincere. You accept you started the church as a way of living a life. Excuse me. I'll give you people time together at the church. I'll give you a period of 6 months together. You work your weaknesses and work as a team. Don't take a strong stand, neither should you. Look at what she can manage and what you can manage. If you're good with the administration on maybe publishing, organizing crusades and all that, and she's good with the financial side, you let her manage the financial side. Are you okay with that?
I don't think I have a choice in the matter, do I?
Pardon?
I don't think I have a choice in the matter, do I?
Yeah, kind of. You don't have a choice. I'm just. It's my judgment, but at times we make a friendly judgment.
For the sake of peace, then I would go with the
It's not only peace. It's for the good of the church. You see, we people come to church believing that you're you're men of God, and believing that you are guided by the Spirit. We don't see that the financial side. We don't see much of your greed. We come to realize it later. When you tell us tununue kampuni tubomoe alafu tuombe tupate kazi. So we realize ile kampuni ingetuandika kazi ndio ulibomoa ndio upate kanisa yako. Equal one-man employment and it would have saved the whole community. So I think you people, you should go and congregate and deliberate between the two of you who takes what position. If that fails, you should come to you should come back to this court. These files are open and held in our custody, and we can revisit. You don't have to do an appeal. We can just revisit and say it aborted, and the only way out now is we make serious decisions. You're doing social work, you're doing God's work, so you say. And I don't think I want to see big drifts between a family because of positions. Your money is her money is your money. The power is the same. Ongozeni kanisa kwa upendo na maelewano. Na kuko na hiyo tabia kuenda kula kondoo na kula pesa ya kanisa vibaya, uache. Even if you might take it for business, there is a God somewhere watching you. I think that should be coming from you and not me. And as for you, madam, your husband is the head. You are his assistant and he's your assistant. So I think you should try to work together. Don't be so hard and so strong on your stand. Mnaweza elewana ni nani ako na weakness hapa and who has the strength there. As I have said, let her preach, let her run the money. You, as the administrator, plan other things. Crusade tuenda wapi? Where do you open a different branch? Do you think maybe you should open a different branch for her, kwa Kiran, instead of buy branch, like what you say, ladies fellowship?
Women.
I think I would like to see a better family, a happier family, and a better leadership. As you say, you guide us towards God. With that being said, this court is adjourned.
All rise.